Blue Lock versus other sport animes. How does it compete, if it competes at all, compared to the other sports animes? This is a question I've seen go around for quite some time, and what a lot of people don't seem to understand is that it is completely different than the majority of these.
If there's one thing that each one of these has in common, aside from a few, is the fact that each one of them relies on teamwork and trying to lead the team to victory. That'd be Haikyuu, Kuroko's No Basketball, Ace of Diamonds, so on and so forth. While for Blue Lock, it's the exact opposite. The basis of the anime or manga being individualism, or in this case, ego, proving that you are basically one of the best ones on the field. So while anime such as Aoashi and Kuroko's No Basketball, hell, even Inuzama 11 all focus on the basis of teamwork, this is not that case. While they are on a team, they're all fighting one another to become the best. And if we even want to take this a step further, the darker tones of Blue Lock are drastically different than the ones that we see in other animes. Blue Lock having a more grittier tone, and rivalries are more ruthless, with characters constantly at odds as they fight for their dreams. While in others, they're basically fighting for the exact same dream. Blue Lock in a general sense stands out among the rest. It combines sports with psychological thriller elements while creating a fresh take on the genre. Not only that, it challenges traditional sports narratives by promoting self-interest as a driving force, something we don't see in the majority of these animes related to sports. And if we do, it's very scarce. The quote-unquote high stakes that is Blue Lock's, which involves intense rivalries and focus on ego-driven ambitions, makes it feel more like a battle anime than typical sports stories.
And to shift gears a little bit, I'm going to be singling out Inuzama 11. A lot of people will say that Blue Lock is not realistic, so it's not enjoyable. We have things like this that are even more outrageous than Blue Lock, yet people will still watch it. People automatically assume that sports animes have to be realistic for them to be enjoyable. And if that's the case, you should never watch an anime ever in your life. And if you think that way, watch regular sports. Nothing about any of these is meant to be realistic. It's meant to be over-exaggerated in more ways than one. Hence, shit like this. It's not supposed to make sense. No one's aura is just strictly numbers, let alone their eyes changing color. The moral of that side note that I'm trying to get at, as goes with almost every single anime related to over-exaggerating things, is because of that, that's what makes it enjoyable. You get to see things that are somewhat related to what happens in real life, just insanely over-exaggerated, with a few things sprinkled in here and there to make it pop. So that shit argument that I see people have saying it's not good because it's not realistic is just blatant lies, on top of just trying to get a point across that no one really agrees with.
Overall, Blue Lock redefines what a sports anime can be. While it sacrifices the wholesome, feel-good elements of a traditional series, it offers an adrenaline-fueled psychological and dramatic experience that appeals to fans looking for something grittier and more competitive. If you're a fan of sports animes but want something that flips the genre's conventions, Blue Lock is the standout choice.